Hello guys, I hope you all are doing good. I'm Vaishali Kikan and we are discussing the antennas and the wave propagation. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the techniques for evaluating the gain of an antenna. Right, so we have broadly two types of method, the absolute method and the comparison method. In the absolute method, again we have two types, two antenna method and three antenna methods. So we are going to talk in detail about all three, two antenna method, three antenna method and the comparison method. So without wasting any time, let's start with the two antenna method. In the two antenna methods, we require the two identical antennas. The two identical antennas means their gains should be same, right? If you are not getting two identical antenna, you cannot use the two antenna method. So now here we have the two identical antennas and we will be using the Friis transmission formula. One antenna I will be using as a transmitter, another I will be using as a receiver. So if I apply the Friis transmission formula, according to the Friis transmission formula, PR is equal to PT into GT into GR lambda upon 4 pi R square. So this is my Friis transmission formula. Lambda is the operating wavelength, R is the distance between the two antennas, GT and GR are the gain of the two antennas, PT is the power transmitted and PR is the power received. I hope now you understood this. I have already talked in detail about the derivation of the Friis transmission formula also. So now taking log both of these sides. So first I will be rearranging it. So now here if I take PT this side, so PR upon PT. So now here I will be taking this also this side. So here it would be 4 pi R upon lambda square. Here I am left out with GT into GR. So this would be my rearranged equation. So now let's take log of this equation now. So here if I take the log, here I will be having log PR upon PT. So here we will be having 10 log PR upon PT. Now here we will be having 20 log 4 pi R upon lambda, right? This power will come into the multiplication. So I will be having 20 log 4 pi R upon lambda. Why I am taking 10 times log? Because the gain will be turning into the gain into dB. So 10 log 10 of GT can be represented as GT in decibel. GR, it's 10 log 10 of GR can be represented in GR of dB. So this is my final equation after taking the log. So GT into dB and GR into dB is equal to 20 log 4 pi R upon lambda plus 10 log PR upon PT. Now I told you that we have the two antennas which are identical. So now GT would be equal to GR. Even in dB they are equal to each other. So now GT will be equal to GR. So here I will be having 2 into G into dB, right? So it will be equal to this. So now if I want to find out the gain will be equal to 1 by 2 of this thing, which is 20 log 4 pi R upon lambda plus 10 log PR upon PT. So now coming to the three antenna method. In the three antenna method, if I am not able to find out the two identical antennas, then I will switch to the three antennas method. It is very difficult to find out exactly same gain antennas. So the three antenna method is a more practical method. So now it is used when two identical antennas are not available. So I will be taking in combinations. So I will be taking three antennas, 1, 2 and 3. First I will make the first as a transmitter and second as the receiver. So I will apply the Friis transmission formula. So from the first the wave is going to the second. So second is the receiver. The first is the transmitter now. So G1 dB plus G2 dB is equal to 20 log 4 pi R upon lambda plus 10 log PR2 upon PT1. So this would be my equation 1. So now here if I take the 1 and 3, so I will take it to be equation 1 in Roman so that you will not get confused. So now here I am taking 1 and 3. So now 1 is the transmitter, 3 is the receiver. So 1 is transmitter, 3 is receiver. So I will be writing G1 plus G3 is equal to 20 log 4 pi r upon lambda plus 10 log PR3 upon PT1. Now here you can see we have taken R to be same. If I make 1 as a transmitter, 3 as a receiver, the distance between 1 and 3 is same as the distance between 1 and 2. So this R would be same, this whole term will be same. Now if I use these two equations, this term can easily be eliminated. So here I will be having 10 log PR3 upon PT1. Now I will be taking 2 and 3. So I will be taking 2 as a transmitter and 3 as the receiver. So now here we will be having G2 dB plus G3 dB is equal to 20 log 4 pi r upon lambda plus 10 log PR3 upon PT2. So now these are three linear equations. This is my equation number 2 and this is my equation number 3. So I can solve these three linear equations and I can get easily the values of G1, G2 and G3. I can easily solve these three equations, right? So now coming to the comparison method. In the comparison method, we are taking the system in such a manner that I know the gain of the reference antenna. So this is my transmitting antenna, or I can call it as the source antenna, right? Here we will be having the G2 and here we will be having the antenna under test or G3. So the gain of G3, I don't know. I have to find out the gain G3. G2's gain I know. So first I will be taking the receiver connected to the terminal 1 and then I will connect the receiver to the terminal 2. Right, so gain of reference antenna is known, which means G2 is known. So now first I will place the switch at the terminal 1, and when I place the switch at the terminal 1, so this would become my communication link and the first transmission formula can be found out. So PR2 will be equal to PT G1 G2 lambda upon 4 pi r square. So you can see the distance between them is constant. So I will be taking the distance to be r only. Now after that I will placing the switch at the 2 and I will remove the switch from the 1. So when I place the switch at the 2, so PR3, again I will be using the first transmission formula because it again forms the communication link. PR3 is equal to PT G1 G3 lambda upon 4 pi r square. So this is how I will be getting equation 1 and 2, and if I simply divide equation 1 and 2. So here I left out with PR2, here I am left out with upon PR3. So this full term is going to get cancelled out and here I am going to get G2 upon G3. G1 and G1 is also going to cancel out, PT and PT is also going to cancel out. So PR2 upon PR3 is going to be equal to G2 upon G3. G2 I know, so G3 can be equal to PR3 upon PR2 into G2. PR3 and PR2 we know we can measure it. So G of antenna under test will be equal to PR3 into gain of reference, which is the antenna 2. So I hope you understood all of the things that I have discussed in this video. If you have any doubt regarding any of the concept, you can put the doubt in the comment and I will be trying to resolve your doubt as soon as possible. I hope you like this session. If you like it, please push the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, give me your feedback. Thank you so much.